One brand has one good thing, the another brand is the another good thing. WHO has recently tied with the Jamnagar Ayurveda University. Among with all the university in entire India, only Jamnagar University was selected to tie up with WHO.
If anybody in the world you can trust is definitely a mother.
People were like, ये क्या चल रहा है? ऐसे कौन करता है? हमारे जमाने में तो ऐसा नहीं होता. And I was like, am I doing anything wrong?
Hello and welcome everyone to yet another episode of Startup Story Spotlight. I'm of course your host Lata, and this is a platform where we invite startup various founders, entrepreneurs, investors, market leaders to share their insightful startup journey with us. And joining with me on today's episode is the founder of a baby healthcare and wellness brand called BabyOrgano. Hi Riddhi, thank you so much for joining with us on this conversation. We'll first start off with you telling us how are you? Because you're a mother, you're juggling between a professional life and a motherly life. How is it going? How are you doing today?
So, hi Lata, thank you for inviting me for this startup story. And yes, I'm a mother of 5-year-old, and it is always a life is a roller coaster journey. I always say that motherhood is actually a roller coaster journey. Sometimes you'll have to work hard to reach to the top, and there will be a downfall. Sometimes the same happens with your mood swings as well. Sometimes you are very happy. Sometimes everything. A woman's life entirely changes after giving a birth, be it a physical, be it emotional, and the everything. So it is a kind of a roller coaster journey for me, and I think the same thing happens with all the mothers.
I am sure a lot of mothers can relate to that. On that note, we'll now talk a bit about your company, BabyOrgano. When did you start? How did you start? Why did you start it in the first place? Tell us a bit background about this company.
Okay, so in 2018, I became a mother. So that was the time I was very much surprised with one incident, very first incident. My mother called my grandmother to take care of me. So I was a little bit surprised because my grandmother was 86. My grandmother is 86 years old. So it was like 83, 84 years old at that time. So that was the time, my mother said that I don't know many of the things, how to take care of a newborn, how to take care of a new mother. So I'll need her help. So I was like, okay, theek hai, she has called her and she has helped a lot with many home remedies. So when I had a cesarean delivery, and I was on a bedridden for almost 10 days. So that was the time my mother was there to take care of my newborn, but my grandmother was there to take care of me, and she knew many things like how to take care of a new mother, what are the emotional and physical changes will be there in a new mother. So she even didn't even completed her study. My grandmother, she was barely able to finish her 6th grade at that time. But the knowledge that she has, I can bet on that thing, that the knowledge, Ayurveda knowledge that she has is beyond the knowledge of any doctors, I would say, will have at this stage. So she used to take care of me with all those things. Now there was a time after a doctor says till 10 to 15 days don't apply anything on the baby, you can start applying the other products and everything after 15 days. The baby becomes a 15 days old. After that you can start applying. So now after 15 days there was a problem. What product should I use for my kid? There are many brands available. Some are providing organic products, some are providing a natural products, some are claiming that this is the international company, this is Swiss based company, this is Australian certified company, this is US certified company. I was overwhelmed with all these details, and I was not able to decide which product should I use for my kid. At that time, what my grandmother said, you keep researching on the products, like deciding the products, whatever products you want to use for your kid, but meanwhile let me make some products at home only. And she made the very first product, Uptan, for my kid, for my newborn, and she has started giving bath with that Uptan. Then she had mixed couple of 3 to 4 oils, and then she had created very good massage oil, and she has started using that oil for my kid. And that was really good thing, so I just stopped that research at that stage only, because my grandmother was there to create all the products for my kid. And even she has actually made some really good products, massage oils for myself as well, and then the postpartum problems related things. So she used to give me those kind of food and everything. So I didn't realize the importance of my grandmother at that time, but after 2 to 3 months she had to leave for her hometown. And that was the time, after 3 months my mother used to call her, what should I apply, what should I give to her, and baby has this problem, what should we do for this and that. So that was the time, when I realized the real importance of my grandmother, and I understood that I was privileged to have my grandmother, besides me at that time, who has helped me with all these home remedies. And I was very much inspired with these home remedies, so I started researching on the products, like that is Upton, or the 3 to 4 combination of oils, which kind of oils and how they are actually helpful with all these things. And surprisingly it came out of the Ayurveda. So Ayurveda is what? Our ancient home remedies only. And then I've started researching, like I have decided that now I don't want to go with any other brand. I just want Ayurvedic products for my kid. And then I have started researching on more about the Ayurveda brand for the babies and kids. But unfortunately, I could not find any, a good brand specifically, because Ayurveda is our own Indian culture. But there are so many things available. One brand has one good thing, the another brand is the another good thing. And again, we have to merge up all these things to decide, which products to use. Every brand claims that our massage oil is good for kid, our shampoo is good for kid. It has this, and again, it was a chaos in my mind. What product should I use for my kid? And then I have decided, there is a lack of any dedicated Ayurvedic brand who are specifically working for the baby's health, wellness, and personal care sector. And that was the time that I have decided that I have the knowledge. I have my grandmother, the treasure of knowledge of my grandmother. That I should help other mothers with the same knowledge and wisdom. And this is how the idea of BabyOrgano's started.
That's, I think, very relatable story, I'm sure, for a lot of mothers out there. Ki use kya kare? One brand has something great and the other has something else. What do we use? So tell us now that we've talked about the background, tell us, what is BabyOrgano? What is this brand, and what products does it provide?
Yes, exactly. So we call BabyOrgano is BabyOrgano is India's first dedicated Ayurvedic baby care health, wellness, and personal care brand. So we can say it a one-stop solutions for the Ayurveda needs for the kids and babies. So BabyOrgano specifically works on the Bal Bharatya. So that is the pediatric section in Ayurveda, where this pediatric section serves 0 to 15-year-old kid and the new mothers. So this is the entire concept of Bal Bharat. There are so many brands, like there are so many good brands available, but none of them specifically works on the Ayurvedic baby care sector. If there are so many good baby care brands available, there are so many good Ayurvedic brands available. So this is the combination. BabyOrgano is the combination of Ayurvedic baby care health, wellness, and personal care brand. And we work on the health segment. So the BabyOrgano is the combination of Ayurveda, dedicatedly Ayurveda, baby care, health, wellness, and personal care brand. So we all know about Ashwagandha, we all know about Brahmi, we all know about incredible benefits of all these Ayurvedic herbs. But most of the brand specifically focuses to provide the products made with those herbs to adults or at the old age people only. But nobody specifically focuses right now on the kids and babies. So we all know that our majority of the brain, physical development, mental development happens during the childhood stage only. And that is the time when we need to be when we should have all this, we can get maximum benefits of all these herbs as a part of physical and mental development. So we have decided to start something where we can have a health products, like we do have Swarna Prashan, that is 5,000-year-old Ayurvedic remedy for the kids. And then we do have wellness products, and then we do have personal care products, all the Ayurvedic products that are very much necessary, essential for a kid in their growing stage.
Okay, that's very well said. And since we talked about the early years of childhood where this is very much important, touching upon that, tell us how important it is to take care of, let's say, their height, their mental health, their memory, all of these things in the early childhood years. How does it help later stages of life?
So what happens is, if you can go back with the one thing that I have understood is, each and every physical disease is directly connected to our emotional and mental state. So if you are emotionally and mentally strong, then none of the disease can harm you. But the immunity again, when we are weak, when we are stressed, our immunity gets weakened, and then we get affected with all these diseases. So all these things is basically directly connected with our relatable with our brain or our emotional support. Now what happens is nowadays is, in our time, or in our mother's time, that was the time when this revolution was not there, the gadgets, the screen time, everything was not there. Nowadays the entire things have changed for the kids. Now even a 6-month old knows how to hold the phone, and they can see the they are watching the cartoons, and all these things, that is good. But somehow somewhere these are actually creating harmful effects on our brain and our mental development. So that is the right time to correct these things. So I'm Gujarati by religion, and we have one idioms, we can say pakka ghade katha na chade. So that the real meaning is, when a pot is developed entirely, you cannot make any changes into that. When it is under the development stage, you can mold it the way that you want to mold it. Once it is ready, you cannot make any changes. So this is how important the right upbringing, the right nutrition, the right food is very much important for the kids during the 0 to 15 year of age.
I completely agree with that. Most of the development happens there. That time you can mold it any way you want. And a good thing that you mentioned, I was actually going to ask you, you have an Ahmedabad background, right? You're from Ahmedabad.
Yes.
You're very much Gujarati. So, and anybody can tell that from your accent. You're very much Gujarati. But tell us how much of an Ahmedabad mentality has helped you build this business.
So I'm basically, it's been 9 years that I'm shifted to Ahmedabad. Before that, I am born and brought up in Jamnagar. That is a Saurashtra region. And if you know about, yes, so if you know about the Jamnagar, there is the world's best Ayurveda university is there in the Jamnagar. So the recently, yes, WHO has recently tied with the Jamnagar Ayurveda University. Among with all the university in entire India, only Jamnagar University was selected to tie up with WHO. So that was the thing. So my roots are from there, from that region, Jamnagar, and that is something have helped me, have inspired me a lot. So I am from the IT background. I have never ever thought about starting something in the Ayurveda. Though my best friend was an Ayurvedic doctor, my this Ayurveda has this Jamnagar has the Ayurveda background. I have never thought about doing this Ayurveda thing, but my father was MBBS doctor. We never had any kind of painkillers at our home. It is always like, if you have cold and cough, Riddhi, have turmeric milk in the night for continuously 5 days, it will be fine. If you have fever, your body has capacity to recover it. Your body just need extra rest at this time. So sare kaam chhod do, you just focus on having a good relaxed sleep, and then you will be recovered. So I am grown up in that home remedies environment only, and this is how we all have, like, I have my grandmother, my grandfathers, my father's grandfather, and my father's father and mother are still living with us, and then my mother's mother is is there, and they are 85 plus years old, and they can literally work more than what we are doing right now. So this is where they have learned, or where they get all this strength from. It is from the natural organic Ayurvedic food, right? So that is something have inspired me to start this brand.
Wow, good facts you told us about, especially Jamnagar and all this. I'm actually surprised so many people are beneficiary of these. Happy to know this. But let's talk about since we're talking about these products, let's talk about the market and let's talk about the industry. How do you think the market and the industry of baby care products has evolved over all these years? You've been in the market since 2018, 2019, right? How do you think this has evolved over the years, especially in India, and where do you think this is leading to in the coming future years?
So when I started, I have decided in 2018 I became a mother, but after 1 year of gap, I have decided to start something for the kids. And 2020 was the time specifically when this idea came up about the Ayurvedic products. Now, be it a coincidence or whatever, we can call it, but March 2020 was the time when we had our immunity booster, Ayurvedic immunity booster ready with us. And that was the time when lockdown happened, March 2020. Everybody knows that, nobody can forget that time of March 2020. So I did know about, the pandemic, this corona pandemic earlier, before that, but I wanted to do, I was very much inspired with this Ayurveda thing. So I had started researching about Ayurveda, this Swarna Prashan, and there are so many incredible benefits of this Ayurvedic medicine, Swarna Prashan. And then I had a ready stock available in February 2020, end of February or early March 2020 with me. And that was the time that we had launched this Swarna Prashan. Now with the Ayurveda, I had studied the export market as well. And that is, sad to say, unfortunate to say, that the export market is bigger than the consumer market of Ayurveda in India. So, Ayurveda is our ancient culture. It is our own culture. But somewhere, we are not believing about the Ayurveda. But the Western people have so much trust on Ayurveda, on the holistic lifestyle. The export market was good. At that time, I had the opportunity to directly start with the export market. But I really wanted to do something for the India, for the Indian market, for the Indian kids. So, that was the time that I decided that I'll start Ayurveda. I start spreading awareness about the Ayurveda. So earlier days were very difficult for us because, when you go to a mother and say that this is the Ayurvedic product, would you like to try it out? They'll upfront says, no, Ayurvedic product doesn't work. We don't believe in Ayurveda product. So I have gone through that stage. And then, this corona pandemic came, the lockdown happened, and everybody has shifted to the orange juice, the orange tablets, vitamin C tablets, and all these things. And everybody understood that until and unless, we find the vaccinations, our actual vaccinations is our immunity only. But immunity cannot be built overnight. You have to work hard to build that immunity. That is where the Ayurveda helps. And focusing on having that, everybody had suddenly started having kada. The people that who have never even tried that kada earlier, they have started having it regularly, and all those products. And I think pandemic has helped somewhere to create that awareness about our own, Ayurvedic culture, our own Indian culture. And that was the time that, immunity word was not that popular earlier days, but now people understood the real meaning of immunity, the real meaning of, having a power of our body, our immune system. And I think the market has, the awareness has helped. This pandemic has helped us a lot to spread this awareness and the acceptance of the Ayurveda. So I think after pandemic, only the WHO has tied with Jamnagar University and recognized Ayurveda as an alternative medicine system. So that is a big thing about the Ayurveda. And if we know that our Prime Minister is now supporting the holistic lifestyle, the Ayurveda, yoga, meditations. So now all these things have helped, and the scenario has completely changed. Now people keep to us and सामने से आके पूछते कि you have immunity booster drops, just let us know how it helps. And when we tell them that it has Swarna Bhashma, it has Brahmi, Shank Pushpi, that actually all these herbs are helpful in creating memory powers, creating a strong immunity, they've started believing it and they've started accepting it. So yes, market has absolutely changed out after that.
You were exactly right place at the right time somehow.
Yes.
That's actually great.
So that is the sixth sense of entrepreneur. I think you should have that, sixth sense to create. So, I have learned, I would like to, share this thing, Lata. Like I have learned it somewhere that, there are two type of business. See, business, everybody does business to earn money, and everybody wants to earn. Everybody wants to reach at the top level. But now the thing is, how are you reaching to that level? It is very important. One company is selling cigarettes, or they are selling cancerogenious products to the customers. They are making them addictive, and they are reaching at the top. While the another company like BabyOrgan, who are into this crucial market, who are fighting every day to create the spread the awareness about real immunity in the kids, the awareness about the Ayurveda, and then they reach at the top. So I think that the second option is always better, and that is what I have learned, that yes, I want to reach to somewhere, but by helping people and making them physically, mentally strong.
That's a good point you mentioned. By helping people, when you help others, help comes to you as well, right? That's an interesting take on that. Also, Riddhi, you mentioned some advantage benefits your product provide. Can you touch upon those points, mention those points again for any mother who's watching this, who wants to use your products as well for their child's immunity? Can you mention some advantages directly or indirectly your product provides to the children?
Yes, definitely. So first of all, I'd like to say to the mothers who like to try the baby organo products, all the products, each and every product have a story behind launching it. So first thing is, when you see a brand whose brand promoters are some celebrities who actually do not use that products, but just they promote their products for the sake of money. And now there is a mother who is using all this product for her kid. She has personally seen the benefits on her kid, and now she wants to pass on the same products for the other mothers to benefit their kids as well. So for me, like how important my kid is for me. See, I cannot try anything on my kid without knowing the benefits or any other things, without knowing the side effects, even if it is my own brand. अगर मेरी खुद की ब्रांड है तो भी I'll not buy it. So that is the thing. So I really want mothers to understand that thing. Rather than go behind the celebrity marketers, you should start believing the startups, the mothers, their struggles, and who are making products for their kids, and now they want to spread the same products for the other kids. So your kids are just like my kids for me, and this is how we create the products. Now, be it a Swarnaprashan or see, Swarnaprashan is not something that we have invented. Swarnaprashan is 5,000-year-old remedy. That the combination of the herbs Swarnabhashma, Brahmi, Shankpushpi, Vacha, all these herbs are very beneficial for the kids' overall development. Now, the main very beautiful part about Ayurvedic herbs is one herb can help in the multiple parts of your body. So if it is a turmeric, everybody knows about turmeric. So I'll take the simple benefit of example of turmeric. If you apply on the turmeric on the skin, your skin will start glowing. If you apply turmeric on the cut wound, it will help as an anti-inflammatory, and it will help in wound ठीक करने में help करेगा आपको. Now if you consume turmeric, it will help to boost immunity. The same herb, multiple benefits. So all these herbs, Vacha, Brahmi, Shankpushpi, Swarnabhashma, when you are consuming all these herbs, Brahmi helps to boost helps to boost focus and concentration, while the Swarnabhashma helps to boost immunity. Vacha, Shankpushpi is there to help digestion issues. So all these herbs have different herbs have the multiple benefits that we have combined in this Swarnaprashan. Now, Swarnaprashan is, as I was saying, we have not invented something new. We have reintroduced Swarnaprashan. Now, what happened is there is a story behind each and every product. So Swarnaprashan, I'll just quickly tell you the Swarnaprashan. When my kid was 6 months old, one lady came to my home and she gave me the bottle of Swarnaprashan. I didn't know what this Swarnaprashan was at that time. So she told me that this is very good immunity booster for the kids. You should start giving, as per the Ayurveda, you should start giving it to your kid at early age. So I was like, okay, I just took that bottle. That lady didn't seem so convincing, or there were not any approvals of the products at that time. So for the research purpose, I just took that Swarnaprashan. I have started researching on the herbs. And I found that there are so many articles written on the Swarnaprashan. This is incredible product for the kids. But why aren't we know about this product? Why don't we know about this product as a modern mother? We don't go often to the Ayurvedic doctors. If you go to any Ayurvedic doctors, they don't know. They know about the Swarnaprashan. They know about the benefits of it. But modern mothers are so much busy with their personal life, professional life, that they don't get time to go and research for all these things. Now, I, as a mother, I just decided what things will, what are the things that stop me to buy this Swarnaprashan? First thing is the purity of the herbs. I don't know the purity of the herbs. Another thing is it didn't have any kind of approvals. The third thing is the packaging was so boring that I didn't find it convincing to use. So what problem BabyOrgano's is solving right now? All the herbs are properly certified, organic certified herbs we are using. We are going with all the government approvals that a medicine, Ayurvedic medicine or a foods should have. And now we have created it in a modern packaging. So it is attractive for the mothers and for the kids as well. So that is something, we should not, we are sourcing high quality of herbs rather than having the cheaper quality. That is something, I have decided to use in my product, and this is how we have reinvented this Swarna Prasad. When it say to the I would say, my kid used to have so much cold and cough in the earlier age of life. Now this is the problem with each and every mother. I have a group of mothers who keep facing the similar problem with their kids. I was like, my kid used to puke out the cough medicines most of the time. So I didn't have any, a generic option right now what I can use for my kid when they have mild cold and cough. Then I have, there are many products. There are many companies who are having, petroleum jelly based products. So I have researched and I found in some of the websites that, petroleum jelly is banned in some of the countries because of, it might have cancerogenious products. Of course, it is not proven, but I didn't want to take that risk. What are the alternate solutions for me for my kid? So we have introduced natural cold relief roll-on made with 100% essential oils. There is no preservatives in it. You just need to rub it on baby's chest, nose, and feet, and tada, everything is solved. Your baby can have the sleep entire, very good night sleep, and you can also have that night sleep. So each and every product come out from my own experience, and I understood that all mothers might be facing the similar kind of experience, and that is the reason that BabyOrgano products are being loved by so much mothers, because we are specifically solved the specific age group of problems with these products.
And where can we anybody can find these products?
So our products are available on all the popular marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, FirstTry. Other than that, if you trust a mother, then you can buy it out from www.babyorgano.com. That is our own website.
I think you just made a very strong point. If you trust a mother, who does? I think if anybody, the word you can trust is definitely a mother. I completely believe that. On that note, Riddhi, also, आपका बेटा आप उन पे try करते हो चीजें, doesn't he say, मम्मी ये क्या है, mom? What happens? Is he so cooperative? What happens with him?
So I am, trying all the products since he was 6 months old. At that time, he didn't have any choice but to use the products. Now, as he is 5-year-old, he has his emotional sense developed, and all these senses developed. So what happens is, we were trying milk powder. So I gave him 3 options. Like, Kayan, these are the 3 options for the milk powder. Earlier, he was like, no, mama, I don't want to try anything. I said, please, beta, try, these 3 products and let me know which one you would like to introduce in BabyOrgano. And he was like, he made the milk by himself. He put 1 spoon of milk, mixes all the flavors and tried it out. And he was like, this has less sugar, so I don't like this taste. This is, the mango taste. Yes, I like it very much in this season. And now, we are actually trying some other products as well. These are the fragrance basic specific product. So he smell everything and says, no, mama, this is not good. Yes, mama, this is good. No, mama, this is not good. This is something. And out of my surprise, like he, pull out some of the product of other brand. Like we have that the products that we don't have of baby. And he was like, mama, isko hame BabyOrgano mein introduce karna chahiye.
Wow, nice.
So he is totally cooperative. Yes, he is the mini entrepreneur. So he is the one, he is the one who, kids, mothers are the decision makers, but kids are the one who are going to consume our products. They are our real consumers. So every time, when we talk with, any startup program, everybody is like, why do you have this funky designing? So I said, because kids like this designing. So everybody is like, mothers are the decision makers. Kids are not the decision makers. And you should have the design that is more attractive to the mothers. I am always like, no, I want the designs that is attractive for the kids, because these are my real consumers. So whether it is design, whether it is texture, whether it is taste, everything has to be aligned with a consumer's perspective, and my consumers are kids. So I'm very much fortunate to have, my little one at home. He is a real consumer. He is, very picky at selecting the products. And if he passes the products, I'm sure all mothers will like it, and the kids will definitely like it.
Wow, that's you have pretty interesting range of consumers. Riddhi, for sure. That's awesome. So we talked about what, how are we, so can we also talk about how is this industry evolving for the next few years, and where do you see baby organo? You've already affected, I think, helped 10,000 plus children out there already with your products. What
Yes.
is more to come? What are your milestones for the next 5-10 years? Where do you see yourself?
So, very interesting data that, I have to add all this data for the investor perspective and everything. So I keep researching on this thing. So, specifically, there was a surprising data that I found out, after having all these researches, 80,000 new kids are being born every day in India. 80,000 kids every day. So when any investor comes to me like, what is your, what is your targeted audience? What is your, TAM, SAM, the targeted audience market? I'm like, this 80,000, I daily have the opportunity to serve 80,000 newborns in India. And that is something.
Wow.
Apart from that, the market portray is, $39.54 billion. That is, the baby care industry is evolving right now with the CAGR of 17.4%. So that is the entirely high, margins right now,
Right.
evolving thing right now in the India and globally as well.
So you aim to serve all of them.
Yes,
the
see,
coming year.
I will be more than happy because I am sure that once kids will start using all these products, they will not have the problem in their earlyhood, early in that later adulthood, and
Later
the
part,
old,
right.
yes, later part of their life. So I'm sure that other companies are going behind me for sure. But definitely I just want, see, my mission is to make the foundation of Indian kids strong by the power of Ayurveda. That's the only thing that I'll definitely achieve that target for sure.
Wow, strong. That's a very strong line, and glad you mentioned that.
No,
I'm
I'm
very
very much
proud of
upset
that.
with I'm very much really upset with that data that export market is higher than the consumer market. So incredible benefit of Ayurveda. Our own Indian kids should be benefited with the Ayurveda first, because this is our ancient culture. And if
Right.
we not even a single Indian kid should छूट जाना नहीं चाहिए उसमें से ये आयुर्वेदा का ट्राई करने में से. That is my main target. That's it.
I mean, all the best ही बोलूंगी मैं, and I think you're very much on the right path. But I also believe कि people, at least COVID तो helped a lot about this. People are now more into natural habitats, more into Ayurvedic benefits, more into all of that. So I think changes आ रहे हैं. I'm seeing also happening that across the population for sure. So I'm sure you'll get that traffic of, if not 80,000, at least half of it every day. But awesome to know. Last question, Riddhi, and then I can let you go finally. And just for anybody watching, for any mother watching, what are your advices for an entrepreneur who's also a mother? How do you balance that? How do you, when there are downs, how do you work on both of the aspects? How do you go about this entrepreneurial journey, which is not just an entrepreneurial journey, but you're also a mother, so that's another story altogether. What is your advice for them? Because you've been doing this, so you know this way better.
Yes, so I'm doing this, the mompreneur journey from past 5 years. So, I
That's
have
the
seen
word, yes.
people, yes, so I have seen people, they are saying, don't call us mompreneur, call us a normal entrepreneur, treat us like the normal entrepreneurs, like the mothers who are entrepreneurs. But I really like that word mompreneur, because, of course, once you become the mom, you cannot, separate yourself with that mom tag. Whether you are at office, whether you are, in meeting room, whether you are in toilet, you are a mom. And there is always someone knocking outside the door and waiting for you. Yes. And now whether you have a 6 months old, or you have a 20 years old, or you have a 50 years old, I would say, mother is always a mother, and kid will always be a kid, whether that is, a 10-year-old kid or a 50-year-old kid. So I really love that word mompreneur. Now, when this word comes, mompreneur, it comes with so many responsibilities, so many emotional attachments, emotional responsibilities. So a mompreneur who are, listening to this video right now, this conversation right now, I have only one thing to say, that, never ever get trapped in that mom guilt. That mom guilt will, not let you, like, her bar. I have personally, even if, my kid is settled with all the things, he is 5-year-old now, he's settled with, his daily routine and everything, I still have that mom guilt. If my kid will say, Mama, please come to pick me at 5 p.m. If I cannot go, his time is still 7 p.m. If I cannot reach at 5 p.m., I have that mom guilt. If I have to leave early for the meeting, I have that mom guilt. And I carry that mom guilt everywhere with me. But I really, after some time, I have really understood, Indra Nui, if you know that PepsiCo, the CEO of PepsiCo. So very good thing that she has said is, your biological clock and your, parental clock, there won't be, your biological clock and your career clock, there is always in a conflict zone. So if, there is a time when you are at the peak of your, career, and that is the time when your kid needs the most. And it is not only about, that time, but it is always about in your startup journey, whether you are at the mid level of your, career, or you are at the top level of your career, this thing will always conflict. So what you'll have to see is come out of that mom guilt zone. You have your own life. Of course, you are doing best for your kids. Never ever think that, you are, less better than the other moms who are, see, homemakers or a mompreneur, both are doing the great things for their kids. So never ever, trapped in that mom guilt, or if, log kya kahenge, people are saying that, this. So I used to pump my milk and, freeze that milk so that my kid can have, my milk only, and not have any other formula milk or anything. So people were like, ye kya chal raha hai, aise kaun karta hai, hamare zamane mein to aisa nahi hota tha. And I was like, am I doing anything wrong? It was every time people will there, log to kahenge, logon ka kaam hai kehna, but you have to focus on your career, and at the same time, you have to focus on your mompreneur journey. That is the only thing. And in one of my seminars, someone asked me that, why are you like, people keep asking me that, you have everything, why do you want to do this entrepreneur journey? Like, you can sit at home, relax with your kid and be with your kid, and why do you want to do this baby organ? You want to serve the entire nation, क्यों करना है इतना कुछ? Be home, be with your kid. You ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको कुछ financially problem या कुछ हो, ऐसा problem है जिसकी वजह से you have to do this thing. So I said, I'm doing it with my passion. And the another thing is, I have a son. I am creating that environment for my son, that a woman can work. A woman can work before marriage. A woman can work after marriage. A woman can work after after having a kid. A woman can work before that as well. And her life is normal. Responsibilities gets adding up, but she has that capacity to do it. If my husband is helping me out in house chores, my son is seeing that. So when he will grow up, and when he has the option, her wife was working, he has that, thing in mind that my mom was working, my father was helping her out in the house chore, and now if my wife is working, then I am the one who should help her in this. So that is the, boundary, that is the level that I want to set for my son. So of course, this journey is terrible. You will have so many ups and downs. You have so many emotional changes. There was a time when you feel like, giving up. There will be the time when you will feel like you are on top of the cloud nine. Ups and downs will always be there. Stay there, keep going, keep moving, and you are doing best for your kids.
Wow, आपने इतनी अच्छी point.
I've spoken so many things.
Yeah, and all of them are really true, insightful and great, and I think everybody can relate to that. मेरे को अभी फिलहाल अपनी मॉम के लिए रिस्पेक्ट और ज्यादा बढ़ गई, thanks to you because of that. Somehow we children don't realize how much our moms put in the efforts, and it's when you hear these things कि इतना करने के बाद भी they have this mom guilt, I didn't do enough. And that's insane. Yes. They're putting you first, and still they have this guilt. That's crazy, right? So
yes, definitely.
Immense respect for all the moms out there, including you, of course. Number one, and second, I think you very well mentioned about creating environment for your son as well, where women are working, and I'm very pro women. I'd also love to see, like everybody else, women working. And you also mentioned nice point ki somehow the biological clock and the career clock
Career clock.
same time पे strike होता है, and there are actually researches and books out there on that कि ऐसा really होता है कि जब when let's say a woman gets a chance for a promotion or wants to be better in her career, उस time पे her biological clock is also going around. So
Yes.
insane journey. We all respect you guys for that, genuinely respect you guys for that, for doing that, for not just being a mom but an entrepreneur as well, and keep doing it. Thank you so much, Riddhi, for joining on this conversation. Lovely having you. Learned so much, and I'm sure everybody can relate to this, and we're really inspired by this. Hope you keep going on, touch as many lives as you want, and we're always here to help you do that. But thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day and have a great life as a mompreneur.
Thank you so much, Startup Story and Lata. Of course, having this conversation, inviting me here, and somehow, we mom needs someone to hear us out. So I think that is the opportunity. I'm an opportunistic person, and that is the opportunity that I grabbed right now. So there is someone who have listened to me so silently, so peacefully, and yes, thank you so much for giving this stage to the startup to put down their vision and their story.
Of course, we're always here for inspiring people like you, and we're very genuinely very inspired. So please keep going on. We need more of it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.